It's been a pretty good day. I've enjoyed this day a lot. I'm just real happy to have the bike out. I've been really tempted to go ripping up the road, but they set it up here where the sticker runs out in March, I guess, because I bought that tag in July and it runs out in March, and I thought, well, they do that with boats too. They run out at a certain time of the year. I figured, okay, so if the cops know that the stickers run out on them in March, then around the first part of April, they're probably out there looking for motorcycles just to make sure they all got their tags. So it'll be a good, easy way to make a few extra bucks, you know. So I've heard a lot of bikes going up down the road today. Boy, I sure have wanted to jump out there and just take mine up and down the road, but I thought, in this particular case, I'll err on the side of caution. And I figure the cops are just looking for somebody on a bike and give them a few extra $100. You know how they go. They gotta make enough money to pay for them patrol cars and them helicopters they fly around and look at everybody's property with, and all that stuff. I ain't saying no bad things about cops, because my brother was a cop. I've known quite a few, and I think highly of quite a few. I don't think so highly of some, but you know, mostly for general purposes, I think pretty highly of them. But I know they gotta earn their keep too, you know. Sometimes that's the way they get their money, is by catching folks that want to ride their motorcycle without their tag. Just saying. Folks like me. I have a tendency to be a little bit of a lawbreaker anyway, so I'm a good candidate for something like that. I'm the kind of guy that normally do something like that, but today I've got other things I can be doing. I don't have to ride it. I'll get it spectacated. I get the tag on it next week. We'll take it up the road then. Tag on it, make sure the insurance is good. I told the insurance man to cut that insurance off, but and he sent me some paperwork. He said, fill all this out and we'll just leave it covered in case something bad happens to it while it's in storage. Well, I didn't want to necessarily do that, but I never did fill out any paperwork. I never did call him back, so I don't know if he ever actually cut my insurance off or not. So I think he probably didn't, but this I'm not sure. I never did tighten up my distributor. I guess I'll go ahead and do that while I'm in here, couldn't I? That needs to be done. Get a wrench over in there. Another hard spot to get a hold of. What was I talking about? Y'all remember? I think I was talking about the motorcycle and insurance and registration and things of that nature, but I can't remember exactly. I ain't heard anything lately from Jason, 66 Hell Rider. I think I need to put up a video. I need to play some can banjo, put up a video for him, because I just ain't heard nothing from him lately. I like to check in on him every now and then, make sure he's still okay. So, I'll do that after a bit. Okay, what else? I'll put this coil back on here, like it goes. I don't exactly have the coil mounted right, but it's good enough. Good enough to get by till I do get it mounted right. I got another coil with a different bracket, and the other bracket I got is better than this bracket. This bracket doesn't hold it at the right angle. Exactly. But it's good enough to run around the yard with and all. I would have this. I would have this down under here, under that coil, I think. I would take that off, because I don't want that gas line and that fire making friends with each other. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want them hanging out together. I'll bring this up here and I'll bring this down here. Slip that under there. I don't know if that's a good idea either. Maybe it is. Y'all still watching? Y'all done gone to sleep over there. I don't mind if you go to sleep. It's okay. Just don't snore so loud. When you get snoring real loud like that, it breaks my concentration. I'm just saying. Okay, right there. Tighten that back up. Put this back on. Somebody thought I ought to duct tape up these air holes, and I kind of agree with that. I'll throw a little Gorilla Tape on that. Because it does make sense to me that if air is blowing out of them, it ain't blowing on down on that motor. So we'll just stop him up a little bit. Now the only thing I can think of right off that's next is that fuel throttle cable tube. There's a tube that goes through that wall that cable passes through. Keeps it from cutting itself on the sides of that. And I need to find one or make one. Might be able to make one. See what I got.